and happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for choosing to spend some of your time with me. I'm Maria Milagros. You're an amazing, incredible human. And we are talking about hope during the month of May, holding on to our hope techniques and tools and tips to help us find hope, stay rooted in hope, and just keep pushing forward from that place of hope. And not even pushing forward, because that's not what hope is. It's not like you're being shoved into something, right? It's like you're being inspired and drawn into something. There's a difference. So today I want to talk about a couple, it's really one thing, but I'm going to put it together for you. So we're talking about hope, right? Last night, my daughter and I watched this movie called Soul Surfer about Bethany Hamilton and how she lost her arm from the shark attack, and then she went on to become a champion surfer anyways. Amazing. Hashtag spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, that's what went down. But this story is about maybe 5-6 years old. So I heard about it before I even saw the movie, and I knew the outcome before I even saw the movie. And if you didn't, sorry. Anyways, so we watched that movie yesterday, and I had this moment where I really thought we have so much good happening here in our lives and in where we are. And is it the most convenient? No. Like, is it exactly the way we want it? No. But is it ever always like that? No. And if it was, truth be told, you would be bored out your mind. So stop acting like you want everything to be perfect all the time, because if it was, you would be bored. There would be no challenges that would inspire you to create new art, new stories, new writing, new, right? We need the challenges and the obstacles and the opportunities to create new, amazing, extraordinary things. We need those challenges, opportunities, and obstacles to tap into the gifts, the resilience, the resourcefulness, the creativity, the intelligence, the capacity that we have in order to step over that thing and to move through that thing, right? So we have a tendency to act like it's the worst thing ever. It's not. Get it together. And I'm watching the movie with my daughter, and we were talking about this. And there's a part in the movie where, she's feeling bad for herself. Of course, her arm just got taken by a shark, and she's having a hard time getting back up on the surfboard. And then she takes this trip with her youth group. And I want to say they went to Thailand, and it was right after a tsunami, or maybe it was Thailand. And it was right after a tsunami, and people had lost everything. They lost everything. And then there was this one woman who said that she lost her whole family, and another family, the whole family died, right? And I tell you, I cried so much during that movie. I cried at least 5 times. But I had to pause the movie because I went, we live in a house, and we have electricity, and we have food, and we have, technology, and we have conveniences available to us. We have all of our limbs, and we have so much good happening right now. And we have to focus on that, because there's this quote by good old Teddy Roosevelt that says, comparison is the thief of joy. And that is true if we're using comparison to minimize ourselves. And let's be clear, to compare two things means to find similarities between them. To contrast two things means to find the difference between them. So when we use comparison as a way to find the differences and then to say, I don't measure up because I don't look exactly like this person, I'm not exact, we're contrasting ourselves to other people, and then we're creating this idea, this false idea that we are less than because we don't look like, have this kind of car, drive this kind of whatever, live in this kind of house, make this kind of money. So in thinking of it like that, when we talk about comparison is the thief of joy, I do believe that is true when we're using it to that degree. But when we use it to the degree that in this contrasting way, and we recognize that there is someone having a worse day, there is someone living in a worse situation, this is not the worst, right? This isn't the worst. And so it can be helpful to make those contrasts in our lives and to use it to remind us how much we have to be grateful for, to remind us to return to a place of compassion, to remind us to tap into all that's good in our lives, right? Because we didn't get hit by a tsunami and lose everything and everyone. We didn't get attacked by a shark and lose a limb, right? Like, and even if you did, there's still something good, because even she went to Thailand and she had lost her arm, and she still recognized that she was still capable, and she was still worthy, and she was still resilient and resourceful, and she still recognized that even in that is still very real, and it could be worse, right? Now, not to minimize what people are experiencing, because to say it could be worse, I'm not trying to like shrug off anybody else's feelings. I'm just saying, give yourself room to process what you need to process. Give yourself room to go through the go through. And then when you're done, be done. Stop allowing yourself to reside, to pitch a tent in a place of complaint and complacency. And instead, maybe use compare and contrast to propel you into cultivating a different life, a life of gratitude, a life of appreciation, a life of inspired action, a life where you are not just looking at what you have and appreciating it, but you're also using that as momentum to excel yourself forward, excel your life forward. And that is hope. That is hope. That is rooted in hope. And that is what I have for you this week. So I hope that this was beneficial. If you know someone who could benefit from this, please go ahead and share it. Please don't share it in a way like you need to hear this. Please share it in a way like compassion and love for all. And you're amazing, and you're resilient, and you're resourceful, and you're capable. And I think just there's so much good in every human that I have the opportunity to meet. And I'm just so appreciative of your stories that you share with me, through email, through messaging and Facebook and stuff. And just, keep remembering that you are capable of so much, and that there is so much good happening around us. And when we allow ourselves to stay rooted in that, we also allow ourselves to stay rooted in hope for a better future. And then we find the inspiration to move and to create more reasons to hope and to believe and to do, right? And to create something better, healthier, happier, new, fun. Okay, so that's it. I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day and week, and I'll see you next week. Peace!